work a couple examples of geometric isomerism about double bonds. Let's first consider this molecule, where we have two double bonds that are conjugated. The first double bond has two hydrogens on the end. When I interconvert these hydrogens, nothing happens. This double bond is in neither. Cis, neither trans, E or Z. This double bond, however, has carbon, hydrogen, fluorine, carbon attached. Between the carbon and hydrogen, this carbon weighs more than the hydrogen. Between the fluorine and the carbon, the fluorine atom weighs more. Since the two atoms that weigh the most are on the same side, we give it the letter Z. The name of this compound, we would find the longest continuous chain numbered to the closest double bond. We can see that we have a pentadiene. This conjugated system. On the number 1 carbon, double bond begins. There's no stereochemistry specified there. The geometric isomerism. On the 3rd carbon to the 4th carbon is 3Z, so we put that in parentheses, put a dash. Out in front on the 4 carbon, we have a fluorine group, so it'd be 4 fluoro 1,3 pentadiene for this molecule. If we wanted to consider whether or not this double bond was cis, trans, E, Z, or neither, we would see that we would split the double bond. We have 4 different groups attached, so we know it's going to be E or Z. We prioritize by mass. This carbon weigh the same. However, we have to look at what's directly attached. This carbon has 2 oxygens attached. And with a double bond, we have to come up with a new rule called split and duplicate. So in actuality, the rule would say that this carbon appears to have another oxygen attached, and this oxygen would have a carbon attached to it. Thus, this carbon looks like it has 1, 2, 3 oxygens attached, unlike this carbon that only has 3 carbons attached. Thus, this half of the molecule weighs more. Again, split and duplicate means look at the 2 atoms attached. Since this is a carbon, redraw a carbon attached to this oxygen. Since this is an oxygen, redraw an oxygen to that carbon. So this carbon appears as a tetrahedral center that has 1, 2, 3 oxygens attached. We can clearly see that the carboxylic acid group in this molecule is much higher weighted than this carbon with 3 carbons attached. When we consider this half of the molecule, this carbon weighs the same as this carbon, so we have to look at what's directly attached. This carbon has 2 hydrogens attached to the carbon. This carbon has 1 hydrogen attached and 2 carbons. 2 carbons and a hydrogen weigh more than 2 hydrogens and a carbon. Anything past this carbon has no bearing on the prioritization by mass of this carbon. This carbon weighs more. When we prioritize, we have to prioritize atom by atom. Once we recognize that this is a tetrahedral center, and this is a tetrahedral center, we look at what's directly attached, atom by atom. Hydrogen, hydrogen, carbon versus carbon, carbon, hydrogen. This end weighs clearly more. Over here, we didn't have a tetrahedral center, so we had to do the split and duplicate, where we said this carbon, in our mind, has an additional oxygen, and this oxygen has a carbon attached. Thus, our 2 highest priority groups are on the same side. Thus, again, this is going to be a Z geometric isomer. I hope you found this to be helpful. If you want to continue practicing additional geometric isomerism problems in your textbook and on the hand.